Welcome back. We are straight back into some LA Noire, taking a casual stroll down the street here before I hear some alarming gunshots. I quickly decide to run in the opposite direction because I want no part of that. But I take a wrong turn and get immediately lost, and all of a sudden I'm thrust into the crime scene, so I gotta pretend to work.
I
step over the dead body because that's just disgusting, and I got new shoes in the last episode, so I don't want any part of that. I'm careful not to contaminate the crime scene or the dead body in any way. I'm extremely careful while doing this, only playing with necessary components of the person's body, making sure not to get any DNA samples all over him. I searched the dead body for some money because I haven't got any money for food. I quickly come across a pay stump from the man. Now I can't work out how inflation went back then, but he doesn't seem very rich, so I quickly put it back. I don't want no part of that. So I go searching in the bin for some food, only to find myself a gun. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but hey, could be worth something. A man points me inside to a girl who is crying.
It was my boss.
Upon seeing the crying girl, I make sure to do my best to comfort her.
You're lying, Miss Coletta.
Oh God, I won't lose the earrings, will I?
Well, clearly seeing her so upset from her earrings, I decide once again to be a nice guy.
You're making me angry, Miss Coletta. Is that what you want?
Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do.
As much as I've enjoyed this chat, it's time for me to leave and get back to what I do best.
Go right just now.
I pull up to the scene on the left, immediately switching to pulling up on the right, just to keep them guessing and let them know I'm a rogue man.
Officer Cole Phelps, are you Edgar Kalu? Son of a bitch!
Clearly intimidated by the way I can shift my car from left to right, the man takes off because he wants no part of this hoodoo that I've got going on here. Little does he know, I didn't come here empty-handed. I'm packing, and immediately shoot him in the back for being a dick. I hop over the desk like the cool guy that I am. I learned from my mistake last time. Apparently you're not supposed to shoot these people in the back in cold blood. How was I supposed to know that? It's not like I'm a cop and went through training or anything like that.
Kalu, get back here!
This entails into a nice long, extended running period here, which is good because I didn't bring my Apple Watch today, and I need to get my steps up, and I'm not sure where I'm at here. I hear a lot of negatives about being a cop. Things like being shot at, having the general public despise you in a lot of ways, but a lot of things people don't mention are the perks, like this, being able to run through the park on a nice sunny day, middle of the working day. Where else could you get that? But we soon leave the park and I'm over it, so I decide to pull out my gun and fire around into the air. It's enough to scare anyone.
Edgar Kalu, you're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
I can only assume the Miranda rights weren't a thing back in the 40s, which is a good thing, because I don't know them.
Walk past.
We then meet this Irish-American guy here, who seems to be my boss, and he gives me a great chance to get a confession from the guy.
But it grinds finely, son. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Eager to impress, I do my best job, and fail miserably.
Disappoint me, Cole Phelps. Get back in there and raise some lumps, boy! I need a confession!
Much like my conversation with the lady in the jewelry store, I do my utmost best to turn on the charm.
Call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher! You and that stump Gage!
I get my confession and leave. There's no friends in this game.
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps.
I clearly impressed my new Irish-American boss. Or at least I think that's what he is. Because next thing,
Here's your new desk, kid.
I'm in a swanky new suit with a banging hat, and I'm taken straight to my new desk, something I didn't have before. I was just working out of the car.
So this is what all the
I meet this lovely chap here, who's dressed as sharp as I am. If anything, he's dressed slightly sharper. Turns out this man is my new partner. He's going to show me the ropes. My partner and I are thrust into a classroom here with some equally sharply dressed people. Not sure what's happening here, but not to worry, because class is soon over. I hop up out of my chair and go for a walk. No one's told me where to go here, so I'm just wandering aimlessly, and I do what all good people would do, and immediately run into the captain's office. It's at this point I realise I'm genuinely lost. The cutscene ended and I'm on the second story of a new office building for the police headquarters, and I have genuinely no idea where to go. I walk to a door which is apparently barricaded off by a solid piece of wood. I then end up in a jail cell, before finding an exit sign here, and I'm outside. And would you look at that, my car is parked right out front, the only one, so it's time to do what I do best. But first, my partner is blissfully unaware for what he's about to be exposed to.
For Marino CS at Camp Elliott. Shipped out in early 45 as a first lieutenant. Fought in the
Would you
Okinawa.
look at that, some smooth driving. It's amazing how good a driver I am when there's no one on the road, and there's 4 lanes wide. But that soon comes to an end, as we respond to a dispatch and have to make it look as cool as possible.
Up on the roof, officer. He has a mask on his face. I caught sight when he shoved past me, but be careful. I saw him waving a gun.
Unaware of what this woman is talking about, we quickly cover over here at the corner. We turn around and see a man who's clearly confused. This isn't Red Dead Redemption. Although it is a Rockstar game, he's clearly got the wrong era. Needless to say, I chase on foot to try and send him back to the right universe.
Make it easy on yourself.
Get the hell away from me!
Clearly not a strong runner, because I catch up to him so quickly, and if he had any brains about him, he would have shot me there as I'm still hovering above him. I quickly miss. I call it a warning shot, but it clearly wasn't. He doesn't know that though, so there's no need to worry. I continue on foot.
Help me!
Remembering what happened on the last time I chased the perp down the street, I quickly remember not to pull out my gun and fire into an open crowd. Led down an alleyway here, not quite sure what's going on, but clearly these 2 men on the side aren't concerned. They're stood there just enjoying their smoke break as a cop chases a man down the street. Suddenly real far, and I pull out my gun and fire one in his back. Or maybe a few. Reload my gun like an absolute weapon that I am.